Natural hair in the workplace, man. I'm so glad you made this video. I was actually about to make a video entitled probably close to the same thing, but then I was like, let me check to see if if the topic's been touched on, because I'm sure it had to have been touched on. Now, I hate making things boil down to race, but if you live in America and you like to cook, well then you know that it all boils down to race for the most part. I lived in Slidell, Louisiana for about 4 years, and that was the first time that I was around so many white people, especially in a way that they outnumbered the black people in the community. It was crazy. Now, um, I've had, you know what? I might as well just go ahead and like take this down real quick, cause it's only right that I show y'all like exactly what I'm working with. Okay. Ooh, that's the first time I took it down today. Okay. So, first of all, I know for a fact I've had about 12 jobs in my life. I know it's crazy, and I've probably been working for some. I was working for about 5 years before I joined the military, and about 10 out of those 12 jobs, honestly, 10 out of 12, I think more like 11 out of 12, I went on the interview with straight hair. Like, I went natural probably like a year ago. I decided to just let it, like you said, do what it do. This is what it do when you don't put heat to it. And I was like, you know what? All my life, like, even my mother was telling me, you look so much prettier with your hair straightened, and you kind of, when people tell you look pretty and you like to hear those types of things, that's what makes you kind of like doing stuff like that to your hair. Like women who get perms, they feel like they look better because other people give them compliments, and that's how it becomes why you want it. Now, 9 out of 10 times you get your hair permed not because you know you like it better that way, like you like the breakage and the having to go every 4 months and like spending money to do it. You like it because it makes you look better. And I mean, of course you're gonna go with whatever gets you the most compliments, and that's what you feel makes you look better. Now, I feel like when you see a black man with dreads, a black woman with dreads, or a black man or black woman with this kind of textured hair, almost out of control type of hair, then you white people automatically, their brain goes to that like stereotypical black person, like that person that's my nigga, what's good, that, that I'm gonna rob, steal from you, because they feel like that's, the nature of the black person. They think, they're always hostile when it comes to black people. They think we're always on defense mode, or we're always trying to offend you, like you can't say anything to us because we might just snap at any minute. And of course you don't want that type of person working for you. So if that's the connection people make when they see people like myself, or a 6 foot brother with long dreads, that's saying something. And of course they don't want that in their workplace, and that's why they pretty much exclude it. I went on an interview with my hair like this once, and the guy who interviewed, I went with my friend, and it was a group interview. My resume has it all. That, when I say has it all, I worked for the government at times because my mom and my dad worked for the government, so I get pulled. Like, I got pulled. Any job was mine when it came to federal corporate level, or even clerk positions. It was an on-site hiring type of thing. And I remember I wanted to intern for it was DSW, I believe, shoe designing, and I went like this, and my friend had a weaving. It was like a wet and wavy. It was really straight and long, but it had that little kind of wave to it, like a subtle wave, not like a curl, but like just a wave. And she actually got the job, and she that I believe was her second job, whereas to me that was about my seventh job. And she has like an accent. We're both, well, I'm not from New York, but I live in New York. She is from New York, and she kind of had this like I don't even want to try to like owl her like that. It's a hood type of accent. It's like, well, I was from this, that, and the third, and my other job, they wanted me to and I was down to do anything they wanted me to do. That's how she talks. Even in the interview, that's how she always talks. And I was there, I was like, maybe they want that diversity. It was mostly Spanish and white people. Like, there were black people only because of that area. So it was like, black people sprinkled around in there. And all of the people working in there had that kind of long, silky, wet and wave or perm. And I feel like when white people see that kind of that waviness with the long thing, and you don't have the tracks exposed, I think white people think that that's really their real hair. And the ones that don't, they believe because we do it to get the job or work in the workplace, they believe since it's the norm for us and that's what we deem acceptable for ourselves, they take that and they run with it. And it's like, well, if they want to get a job, they go out and they straighten their hair and they get the wet and wavy, and or well, they don't really know it's wet and wavy, but they go get their hair, nicely curled and pressed, and that's corporate, whatever. But they don't know that underneath all that, when they take out the tracks, their hair's probably this long, really coarse maybe, and probably even it's probably even braided up under there, but they don't know. All they know is that if you're working, you gotta have the long, silky, wet and wavy, or straightened, or permed do, because that is what is acceptable in the corporate office. And I never, from that moment on, I said I was always gonna go natural to any kind of either with my wrap on or with just like this, because there are women with the wet and wavy or the perms that say stuff like, well, if this shouldn't be what corporate America wants, or they shouldn't believe that that's really how black women's hair are, but yet they go into work with the wig on, or the perm, or the wet and wavy. And if you're gonna complain about it, do something about it. Like, if you keep going to work like that, you're not going to change a thing. All you're going to do is come on here and complain about, how they don't respect, people with my texture hair. They don't even know what your texture is. They think it's wet and wavy. Now, that's why I wear my hair natural everywhere, so people know that we do have this type of hair because this is who we are. As long as I have this melanin, this is how my hair is gonna grow naturally. We should start wearing our hair to the workplace, because I'm tired of kind of conforming to this Western European kind of image of beauty, because it's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. And then you get a man, he wants to rub his hand through your hair and he can't because you have tracks and you don't want him to pull your weave out, or he'll probably reach up there and fill it as a wig. Why? Why? And then black women, we do it so much. Black men, they want the girl with the weave or the wet and wavy, because when I used to go out in public with my hair straightened, it's still probably down to here, and I can do it any kind of way. They, you get that. Now when they see me coming up the place, with my beautiful, sexy afro, it's like a look away type of thing. And I mean, I'm not trying to attract the guy that wants a trophy.